Stanford Law School has made some major changes to its application this year. Hey, what's up everybody? Steve Schwartz here from LSAT Unplugged, joining you today to walk through a big change Stanford Law School made to its application essays this year. Before I get into it, a little bit about LSAT Unplugged. We offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. So as you may know, the Supreme Court's ban on race-based affirmative action has led many law schools to change their applications this year. In particular, they've removed their diversity statements and replaced those with a series of short optional essays on a variety of topics, some of which actually talk quite a bit about free speech. This is because law schools like Stanford and Yale have been at the center of free speech controversies where speakers have been shouted down due to disagreements with their viewpoints. This occurred most notably at both Stanford and Yale. At Stanford, the subject of this video, Judge Stuart Kyle Duncan, a Trump-appointed federal judge, was shouted down during a Federalist Society event by students with opposing viewpoints, and one of the Stanford administrators appeared to actually support the protesters in shutting down the speaker. Stanford, of course, received lots of negative publicity for this. There were some administration changes there, and as a result, we have the following optional essay which talks about communicating across differences of opinion. I'll read the essay prompt in full and then share some thoughts. Quote, "At Stanford Law School, we value the ability to communicate constructively across differences, even when the stakes are high or the differences significant. Please discuss a time when you encountered a viewpoint that contrasted with your own and explain how you responded. Would you do anything different if the same thing happened today?" So we have here, Stanford is directly asking applicants if they are able to communicate across differences of opinion. Are you able to sit down in a conversation with students or others who have viewpoints different from your own and communicate civilly, respectfully, politely, without causing a scene, without getting angry? Are you able to separate the viewpoints from the individual and communicate with respect regardless of differences of opinion? Of course, Stanford does not want a repeat of that debacle. They want to avoid the negative publicity, and they want to be seen as a place where students can communicate their opinions and viewpoints and have speakers of different viewpoints without having problems or major protests that prevent people from being able to express their opinions. So here you want to show that you're able to communicate respectfully and you can communicate well with people whose viewpoints are different from your own. So whether you're liberal or conservative, Republican or Democrat, or something else altogether, you want to show that you have had interactions positively with those who have different viewpoints than yours, and you could still get along with them even if you have differences of opinion. So you want to talk here, especially if you're engaged in politics or civic action or activism of some kind, that you've had constructive communication with people whose viewpoints are different from your own. The more you can do that, the more you can show that you've been outside of your own bubble and demonstrate that you're able to get along well with and communicate well with those who have viewpoints that are different than yours. The more Stanford, of course, will love to see it, and the more you will instill confidence in them that you will be a civil, respectful member of the Stanford Law School community. So that's what you want to communicate here. Of course, you can also use this essay as a form of a diversity essay where you talk about communicating with people of different racial and ethnic backgrounds other than your own, what you brought to the table, what they brought to the table, and share how there was a good degree of mutual respect regardless of the differences of opinion. Anyway, folks, that's all for now. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a favor and share it with someone who needs to see it. Maybe you know someone applying to Stanford Law who's concerned about the changes to the application and they're not sure how to handle an essay like this or the reasons why Stanford would ask a question like this. I don't do any paid advertising for this channel. I rely only on word of mouth to help get the word out, and this video could make the difference in them getting into Stanford Law and changing the course of their legal career. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.